welcome to another video, y'all. Thank you for coming in to the channel and watching my videos. If you do, I'm not sure if there's a lot of people doing this, but anyway, as you can see, I lost $1,441 today, and it sucks honestly because um the trade was pretty good. So I was about to lose, I believe, $400 maximum. I'm not, it was not that crazy right here. So this was my trade. I woke up for London session open, and this is how I saw it, and this is how I traded it. But I believe it was in yeah, in ES. What is this right here? Oh, this not. Okay, so let's get into the trade recap. So okay, so we have this low that we took, which is Asian session low, and then we were really bearish throughout Asian session. So I thought we were going to be bullish. Of course, we have this 5-minute fair value gap right here, and we are not fully respecting it. But I mean, I wanted it to be inverse. It kind of didn't do that. In Nasdaq, it was like more of a, it was kind of trying to break it more, but it just didn't happen right here. We went down to this other 5-minute fair value gap, and as you can see, we had these two equal highs right here in NQ and in ES as well. We did have some highs, two equal highs, and then we have another high and another high right here. So what I first saw, we have a 1-minute consolidation right here after a 1-minute S&T, if I'm not wrong. So this is the 1-minute consolidation right here, and I believe that this is the S&T right here with this high being taken by this high, and we didn't take those highs with ES right here. Look, that's the S&T. Same with this one, that's the S&T, which I knew that we were going to go down to this 5-minute fair value gap because we had 1-minute equal lows, and we did, and we bounced up, and then I enter with one contract, and my stop loss was down here for $400 loss. And then of course this consolidation right here was telling me that everything was going to go bearish, plus the 5-minute fair value gap not being inverse. But I decided not to go for that because there's not a lot of lows that I could have target honestly, and we had equal highs right here, and then we made another pair of equal highs right here. So I thought that we were going to go up after touching this 5-minute fair value gap right here and respecting it. So I enter right there, and after we go down to the 5-minute fair value gap again and we start going up, I'm like, okay, we're good, after we close a 5-minute candle after right here, so it's a 55, so 55 right here. So after we look, it looks beautiful because we came down to the 5-minute fair value gap and we respected it, and then uh we make a bullish 5-minute candle, and then we have a 1-minute fair value gap right here in which we respect it. So I enter on this candle right here. I enter two more contracts if I'm not wrong, and I entered two more contracts, and we were doing good. I believe we were like $300 up. Look, we even make a triple high right here, triple high, and then we start dumping like crazy. And I'm not going to lie, I was panicking. At this point my stop loss was at about one $700 or something like that, or maybe like $800 down here. And I was panicking honestly, and I thought we were going to lose, but I was willing to hold it. And if I lost, I lost. The trade is pretty good, other than this 5 minute fair value gap not being inversed. Everything else is working out pretty good. We took a London session low, we inversed, and we came down to a 5 minute fair value gap, and then we respect that 5 minute fair value gap, but then we just start dumping. So here we make this SMT right here with Nasdaq as well. Where is it? Right here. In Nasdaq we take those lows. In ES we do not take those lows. So I enter, I believe, another two contracts when we close above this 1 minute fair value gap right here, and my stop loss was at $1,400 at this point. So yeah, everything looked good. We had a 5 minute SMT which never got played out, which is crazy because we have three equal highs right here and then two equal highs right here. And yeah, we were down 1,000. So after I wanted this 1 minute bearish fair value gap to get inverse, so I could enter more, but it did not do it, and we ended up just respecting that 1 minute fair value gap, I guess, and dumping all the way down here, and it stopped me out for a loss of $1,444, which is pretty bad. But I feel like I'm about to start trading with heavier size, like $1,000 size, and then yeah, unfortunately it went down, and that's how it is. I lost the trade. I'm not mad about the trade, honestly. It was a pretty good trade in my eyes, and I would probably take this trade. Obviously I wouldn't risk as much, but I would take this trade every day. Unfortunately we did not inverse this 5 minute fair value gap, but we respected this 5 minute fair value gap, and then we have another 1 minute fair value gap being respected. And if you don't think that that's enough, we have a 5 minute SMT, 5 minute bullish SMT. So with that, it should have been enough to go up to these highs right here, which are triple highs, and then we have double highs right here. So it was not, I had my target, I had my entry, I waited for my reaction. It took me a while. I had to be awake for like an hour just waiting for a setup. And yeah, nothing to do honestly. After a while, like, what is this? Literally at 7:30, like 3 hours after, we take those equal highs. So it was not, there was nothing for me to do. I couldn't do anything. And this is nothing. So yeah, that's the trade for today. Thank you all for watching. Unfortunately, I will show this. Unfortunately, like you guys know, 48 500 and 49. So that's 100. Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, I lost big today, so we are down 850 on the month, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. And we gotta keep on trying. Nothing else. That's all. That is all. So yeah, I'm going to start trading with more heavier size. Like every trade that I take is going to be $1,000, a $1,000 trade. So yeah, that was my trade. It was a pretty good, I had pretty good all like goals and everything. Unfortunately, it did not go as planned. Another reason why I went bullish is because in the 1 hour we already filled this gap right here in ES, but in Nasdaq we didn't all the way. It was like somewhere right here. So I thought to myself, okay, we are about to go up. Unfortunately, it didn't. So that's that. Nothing else to do. It's just another day. I lose doesn't mean my strategy is bad. Doesn't mean I didn't do it. At some point, I did think about going bearish because obviously the 1 minute consolidation uh, broke to the downside, and we didn't fill out that within the inverse that 5 minute for value gap, but it didn't happen. So that's that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good day today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.